Hello everyone, welcome back to this tutorials. Quick summary, we have done quite a lot of physics and we talked the last lesson about how to deploy to the phone. And following some feedbacks, actually some people were struggling to actually connect Unity with Android, which one could be a possibility. It's sometimes hard to do because just purely because of phone and settings inside or security levels the phone is using it. What I forgot to showcase last lesson is to actually workaround which works all the time, and that workaround is actually to build .apk. In other words, .apk is a file, installation file for app for Android operation system. Building APK in this way is not only you allowed to share that one with your friends. So let's say you want to give, you want to actually give to someone of your friends to test the game. You wanted to install that into tablet or another phone, or you want to share that one on your, I don't know, on your website. Maybe you have some website, or maybe you want to just, send it via Discord or Messenger, purely just because of debugging, testing purposes. So, okay, to do that is actually very simple. Like last time we done, it was file build settings. This time, instead of you pressing build and run, which one builds and deploys on your phone, as you can see, I think we have Xiaomi now connected. But if you just go build and you, what's it called? You select, you give a name. This time I give it like 2.0. No, it's a 1 and it's a 1.1. It's really good if you can follow some technique to give a version naming to your APKs. You can actually track which version you done it. Also, before I press that one, let me take copy. Very quick thing, also player settings, and you do have a version control here, so you can actually define the version in here. And this is really important because when you deploy this on a Google App Store, you defining the newer version so that all your users will get notification that your game must be updated, etc. So, but this is a bit further down the line. Still, you can already start changing versions here, and 1.02. Okay, let's and the same time you can give the same namings to your .apks. And when you build, I don't want to build now. When you build, you should have this .apk name, .apk file, gravity ball.apk, which you just can copy into your phone, Android phone. My advice would be to copy into download folder, and that way you can really easy to find it where it is using file manager. File manager should be application already installed in your phone, depending which version of Android you have, like a Google or a Xiaomi or I don't know, Sony or Samsung, etc. It could be slightly different icons or naming, but the purpose of file manager is same. It allows you to go into folders, and you should have a folder on the root. So on a home page, you should have a folder called downloads. So when you copy this one, actually we can do on the Xiaomi phone, so it gives you a bit, yeah. So here's a Xiaomi internal storage. If I go in, you have all these folders, and as I said, you have a download. So if you go here, you can actually just copy what's it called, application, and that allows you to install application you just build without successfully connecting your Unity and your phone. It is longer. It takes more effort, more clicks and copying and pasting, and then you go on a phone and install in compared to that build and run. But if you're facing some problems and you can work around how to do it, and then purely I can't advise you because it's really depending on the phone you have. I think just Google search would be a first step to go with. Meanwhile, while you're trying to figure out how to connect it, etc., and you want to actually to test your game, just build, copy your APK in the phone, test it out, and see what's happening. Okay. So yeah, that's only one thing from a last lesson. So today we will be finalizing the last game mechanics before we're going in UI and AdWords. So to finalize our game, what we don't have currently, it's two things. We don't have a what's it called, level up system, and we don't have a game over condition. So at the moment you can play whatever you want. You can even go out of the screen, is no game over. Same applies, you can go forever like this and game will be not improving. It's not speeding up, it's not becoming more difficult, it's just same all the time. So what we do today is we'll create game over condition, which is really simple actually, and then I'll discuss about the right or correct approach for my understanding, which parameters we should to follow to increase or decrease the game difficulty. Okay, so let's start doing with game over condition. Game over condition. So let's open our ball script, and mainly we're opening ball script because it is a ball's location will be driving a game over condition. If it's above the screen or in certain location, we just say it's game over, done, completed. So that's why we do this one in a game over. And it will be trigger. Yes, it will be trigger. So if collision tag, remember we done some collision with a trigger box. Please refer to last lesson. But here we can do else if collision dot tag is equal to, I will call it top out. So it is a ball is out of the screen on a top. Yep. And if that is the case, I forgot if. Yep. So else if. Why are you doing else if or not if and if? It's very simple. If this is a true, this will be never true because the object cannot be score and tag at the same time. The game object, which one we're colliding with, could not have two tags. It is possibility that we'll be entering both at the same time. Actually, I'm now just thinking, yes, it is a very rare, very specific situation where actually ball could possible to enter both of. No, it's not possible. No. If this is all falling from this is a falling through the gap, and this is a platform pushing above. So no, it's not possible to have above. That's why if you have if conditions and you know that your game is treating only one of them, it's better to use else if, and it's purely just optimization. Because if this is a true, our compiler or the game no need to execute this part because this is already true. And when it's only two conditions is straightforward. But can imagine when you have else ifs, quite a lot of them. then you need to think about maybe switch condition, or just really make a sense of ifs and else, in what order you need to put. Okay, so collision tag top out. So at the moment, because we don't have a game manager, which one we create in a minute, we just do, game over message. Okay, so now to summary, if our ball enters, collides with a trigger T2D, which on tags is top out, I'll copy that one. We print game over condition. So we need now a trigger which one is top out, and one of them is very simple. Is this one? Is that a very small, very good platform we call wall? If I remember, we call it wall. Yes, wall top. It is a wall on a top, and at the moment it's not a trigger. Let's make it trigger. So it's now become a trigger, so a ball can actually pass through. And the main reason why I'm doing as a trigger is because I don't want to, if a platform is pushing ball up, and this is not trigger, but actually wall, the physics will be, the ball will be squeezed between two platforms. The platform is still coming up, but this is a stationary. So most often what's happened will be the ball will be pushed through a platform back to the game. What we want to do is, we're saying this is a trigger, so the ball easily can go through. Yep. Sorry. Yeah. So the ball can easily go through, but when it starts touching with this one, the game will be stopped. Okay. So it is a trigger, and let's make it add a tag, a new tag, and let's call it top out. And again, a quick reminder, when you creating tag is not added to the object, select the object again, drop down a list, add this one. Yeah, I'm maybe repeating multiple times that, yes, I've been there too many times, keep forgetting to add it. Okay, that theoretically should give us a message on a console, a game over message, when the ball will be reaching that wall. Of course, that wall is a bit outside too much of the screen, but why not? Yeah, game over, done. Okay, nice. Now, what we need to do is I want to do one safeguard. I want to do one more safeguard, and that is every second. Yes, every second. I actually want to check if the ball is within, how to say, within game distance. If something happens and the ball actually managed to squeeze through for some physics error, and if a ball, if for some reasons managed to squeeze through or get out by bouncing very fast out of this our game area, and the ball start falling down, no scores, nothing, but at the same time no game over condition also. So what I want to do is, actually I want to say if the ball, yeah, that's 0-0. If the ball is further away than 3 times of screen. So we know the screen, camera X, yes, we know that. So if a ball is 3 times further away in X, or 3 times further away from here, because it's falling down, it will be this direction, cause game over. So in other words, if a ball somehow squeeze it out, starts falling out, the distance increase, and then it reach our threshold, stop the game, that's game over. You've done something wrong. Of course, it's not the player's mistake that physics didn't work, but it should not happen. It should be like 1 out of billion maybe. If a game is created correctly, it should not be happening at all. But I know some cheeky ways, like decreasing your frames per second, making this game barely running with some softwares, like 2 frames per second, 2 FPS, which cause your physics engine laggy and very unresponsive. And because your ball bouncing out of walls and walls is really relying on on the physics, if you make your game on purpose using some third-part software to run very slow, it's theoretically possible to break the physics engine and the ball just falls out. If your game is also based on how many distance ball goes down, falling out of this one, it will be in limited scores. It will be high score, which no one can beat, because it's just literally ball will be falling forever. Okay. So to achieve that one, how we can do it? We want to do in a ball? No. I think we'll do in Game Manager. Yes. Yeah. Let's create. So create new C# and let's call it Game Manager. Game Manager. Yes. As you see, the Game Manager, by the way, changes icon for the script. It's purely done by Unity. Game Manager is treated a bit differently, but I think it's a bit outside of the scope of this project, how we can actually treat a mono script calling out, etc., etc. But yeah, treat Game Manager as a normal script, regardless it has a different icon, or it could possibly have very unique specific tools to do with that script, and treat that script differently. But at this given time, treat this script as a normal script, nothing special. Okay. And what we want to do, first of all, we want to have a ball. No, we want to have a game object ball, not a script, but actually a ball as a game object. And we want to public, because we can just actually drag in, unless our ball has a tag. Yes, it doesn't have a tag. So yeah, let's just drag in. Okay. So Game Manager has a ball. Now, we said every second. Okay, yeah, every second. So, somewhere here, we want to float last check ball. So this will be a time stamp when the last time we checked the ball and his position. Okay, because we will be doing this one every second. Yes, we will be doing every second. We need this one. Also, we definitely need a platform manager. And we call it platform MNGR. I'll keep its consistency. Okay, platform manager. Okay, last ball checked. Okay, so what do we need? Platform manager, get component platform manager. Nice. Then we need a last time check ball time.time. Good. I'm really enjoying this Visual Studio 2020. It learns from your habits to code, and it has some intelligence. And I think I already told you guys, but it's really smart. It's, as you just saw, it's already guessed 2 lines, and of course I took more time to explain it, how awesome it is, than just typing myself, but you get a picture. Okay, and every second. So if last check ball plus 1 float is less than time. So we know that the last time ball was checked and 1 second, became less than the time currently, it means 1 second passed. How to explain this? Last check and the time, they are equal. So let's say, let's theoretically say 12:06. So 12:06, they are equal. 12:06 plus 1 minute. Let's assume we're talking about minutes, not seconds here. So 12:06 plus 1 become 12:07. Yeah. So 12:06 now is, it's not greater. It's even less. 12:07, it become equal, and 12:08 is already over. Then we're talking about seconds. It will be 12:07.001 is already great. It's already greater. So 12:0. This is 12:06. Let's say 01. Yeah, plus 1 second. Yeah, and here we have 12:06:01. So as you can see, 12:06:01 plus 1, and this one, this has become a false, and you don't execute this one. 12:30, like what's it called, a second later, 12:02, it is become equal. But because we have milliseconds, 0001, this become greater, because if we're making like this, if you do the math, 12:01 plus 1 become 12:06:02,000, and this 12:02,001 is greater, and that frame we execute something. After we execute, we always need to reset the timer, and reset the timer, I mean by last check, ball is equal to, is equal to time time. And now the 12:02 becomes 12:02, and again 1 second, blah blah blah. I hope so. I explained this one. I remember I was explaining this one to one of my colleagues also, but it took me a bit, paper drawing, etc., etc. It's really simple technique. Try to run yourself and print print debug your time.time, print this one, do some addition, and just run it, and you see every time you execute something, you debug something, and you will see the numbers, and you'll get it what's happening behind the scenes. Okay, so what I said, we'll be checking. Yes, every second we check, and every second because we're resetting time. So what we want to check, if the ball dot, no, we want to say vector 2 dot distance. Yes, vector 2 distance. Do I want a distance? No, I don't want a distance. It's a bit heavy calculations. I want to do an x and y, an x coordinates and y coordinates separately. Okay, so if ball dot transform dot position dot x is greater than platform manager dot camera max dot x multiply 3 times. I said 3 times further away than the screen. Yes. What we need to do here is actually public void game over. Okay, so we do game over, and what we need to do here is just literally say game over. So it's a game over. Else, literally same. Copy, paste. But this time, if a ball transform in position X is less than camera min.x times 3. Also game over. Now we copy both lines. We're saying else. Okay. And this time we talk about y. Y is greater than y. And y, position y is less than camera position y, and game over. Okay. So we have last ball check. And this debug, let's do debug log. And we say checking ball's position. Okay, so now if I run this one, you will see a console every second. Oh yeah, we need to add this one script first. So by add script, I mean just drag this one here. I wanted to keep it my game manager on the top. We want to give a ball into our script, save it, and let's run it. Okay, let's turn on the console. Yeah, checking ball. You see, 52, 33, 34, 35, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 40. Yeah, game over. Yeah. And yeah, the ball just fall down somewhere. We actually could be from a ball script. When we have here, instead of debugging here game over, we say what we want to say. It is a how we want to treat this one. Yeah, we want, yeah, just create really simple public game manager game manager and mngr. I want to keep it this one. So when we have top out, so it's a hit the top of the screen, we want to say game mngr dot game over. And here we want to say debug game over. And the reason is I wanted to see if this works. So I will allow the ball to actually go out of the screen on purpose. So yeah, let's keep it left. Let that ball fall down. So we need a console actually. Checking the ball and it's game over. Checking the ball, it's game over. Checking the ball, it's a game over because the ball falls over the screen. I did not like one thing. Null reference in script ball 28. Oh, we never. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the ball never had game manager. That's the one. Yes. Game manager from a manager. Okay, nice. So we done this, and we created a ball checking every second. Okay, I wanna leave it maybe comment. Check ball if it not fall out of screen every second. Okay. Now in a game manager, so when we've done this game over condition, now we need to think how we can actually create levels. So the game must become more difficult after a certain time. First time when I start thinking about this one, I thought I will make a game more difficult after certain scores you collected. So, and let's say the game become level 2, then you have a 100 score collected. That sounds like okay, yeah, that's interesting. But the thing is that what's it called? How to explain it? in this way, it doesn't make any sense anymore to collect higher scores, because if one player is hitting this every platform and just get 1 point before getting level 2, he eventually collects 100 points. Another player will play very perfect and try to hit, bullseyes and hit every platform without touching it. So he's really hard time player. He's putting a lot of effort to get 3 points per platform, not 1 point. And he reaches the level 2 quicker. And but let's say everyone loses at level 3, because level 3 is so difficult, everyone will lose. So that means everyone will have the same score. The player who collects 1 point and player who is trying to hit the best scores, he will lose at 300 score. The player who is getting 1 score, he also lose at 300 score. So when you have a high score table, everyone is losing at 300 score. So instead of that, I thought the correct approach would be you increase the level after a certain amount of platform pass on the screen. So the player who is only collecting 1 point after 100 platforms will be a 100 points, the lowest. And let's say theoretically, the person managed to pass all 300 platforms, not even touching them, theoretically. So that guy will earn 300 score after the same number of platforms. And both players will enter the level 2 with different scores. One minimum could be possible 100, maximum 300. And they both entering in level 2, and let's say the game is finishing at level 3. So theoretically, the maximum scores you can collect it is 600, because you're passing level 1 and 2, and 3 points every 100 platforms makes 600, and theoretically, minimum points you can collect is 200. So now suddenly, everyone losing on level 3, and your high score really start having various scores. Someone is really good, someone is really bad on this game, and this is really good actually. Now, also, by the way, I don't know if I mentioned, I will be definitely trying to insert in this tutorials how you can actually share your score on Facebook, and we'll definitely investigate how you can see someone else scores, how good and well they got played this game on a Facebook through the Facebook friends. Okay, so to do that, what do we need to start? We need to create some variables on a game manager. Game manager is a core of the game, where all other managers should talk. Like, we will have a UI manager, we have a player manager, we have a ball here. We should have a ball script if we need it, and etc. etc. So the variables we need is int. We need to know which level we are. Okay, we know it's a 0. Yeah. Now we need to know score. It should be it should be a 0. Then we need to know a int platform counter. Yeah. Let's set 0. Then we need to. Oh yes. Int. So we need to how many score. How many scores you want to collect for effect? No, I will say effect. Yeah, effect. What I'm trying to say is, in the game, maybe you want to give something every 100 score. So maybe a power up, maybe extra life, maybe you want to change a background change the color, change gravity, etc., etc. So this score is nothing to do with levels. I'm just putting here to showcase how we can track the score to execute something. So score for effect. That means you want maybe what's it called? You maybe want 100 score to do something. When the player collects 100 score, you will do something. Again, don't mix up with increasing level of a game. This is more like a bonus, okay? So score for effect and last score affected. Yeah. Score counter for bonus, okay? Then we're literally following the same. We're saying platform effect. Sorry, platform for effect and for effect and last platforms platform effect last platform affected. Yeah, put this one. Yeah, okay. Okay, platform for effect, last platform affected. Okay, platform counter for difficulty game. Difficulty double F. Yeah, difficulty for difficulty. Yeah. Difficulty increasement, something like between these lines. Okay, so I think we have all the things we need. What we need to do is to be able to void reset our points. Not like this. Do we? Yeah, we can do it. Why not? So reset. Yeah. This is a blue one with a capital. This is a bit one of the default ones. Also has really good extra tools how we can treat this function, but not for the scope. Okay, so what do we want to do? We want to score, make it 0. We want to UI. We do UI here. Need to reset. Okay. Platform counter, platform counter is equal to 0. Don't the platform. Yeah, platform counter is equal to 0, and the level is back to 0 also. Okay, nice. Yeah. So in a start, we want to reset. Okay. Then what else we want to do is to, okay. So last score affected is equal to score. So in other words, it's equal to 0. And the last platform affected is equal to platform counter, which one is also should be equal. Why I'm doing this way? Because this way you leave an option open to you guys that you can actually start game with extra bonus. You can maybe start the game with 100 points already. You can set the score to be starting as 100 inside and reset. Mainly point because you maybe want to test it out a level up, so you maybe want to start with 99. Let's see what's happening if I hit one more and go into 100. You know, maybe I want to start with 399. Let's see if then I go level 4, it should be changing a music to much faster and change the background, etc., etc. So doing this way leaves you ability to set your starting point for the score and platform inside in your reset function. Okay, This is score for effect. So how many score you want ask the person to collect to give him a bonus. Yeah. So for testing purposes, let's do 10. Okay. And the same for a platform for effect. Let's do 10 also. So it means I need to pass 10 platforms to level up, or in other words, to make game more difficult. Also, when the game becomes more difficult, maybe you want to how to say, increase the scores per platform. Again, this is really depending your imagination and how you want to do it. Okay, cool stuff. Let's go. We want to add score, and this, I think this comes from, this should come from yeah, this is will be coming from a platform manager. Okay, so public void add score. Okay, and we want to int points. Okay, and what we want to do is our score is plus equal points. Okay, now we're saying if this is where the logic goes. If score minus last scored effect, last score effect is greater for score for effect. So let's think. So last scored is 0, and this is our total scores, and this is a 10. So at the beginning will be 6 minus 0 is it greater more than 10? No. 7 minus 0 is it greater than 10? No. 9 minus 0 is it greater than 10? No. 10 minus 0 is still no. But 11 minus 0 is greater than 10. What I do is I will say, okay, last score affected will become a score. Yes, become a score, and that way will be, next time will be 12 minus 10 is it greater? No, etc, etc. You got a picture, yep. Greater or equal, actually we need to make this way. Okay, yeah. So what we need to do is here last score affected become equals score. One more time. Then it will be 10 minus 0. It is equal to or greater to 10. So we hit a bonus. Bam. But then it will happen. Last score affected will become score. So it will be 10. So 10. So next score we're getting 11 minus 10. Is it greater than 10? No. It is 1. 18 minus 10 is 8. Is it greater than 10? No. 20, which one should be a second bonus, because every 10 score we're giving a bonus. Yeah, because we just put here. So 20 minus 10 is equal 10. Is it equal to 10? Yes, we give a second bonus. And we repeat this. So now last score affected was now it become 20. So 25 minus 20 is 5. Is it greater than 10? No. And so on and so on. So we always, if let's say if it's 63, we need to subtract 60, which one makes 3, and we check is it greater than 10. And that's how we make a repeat every 10 points. Okay? We give here a bonus every 10 points, etc. Yeah. Okay. What we can do is actually, because we don't have any bonus system, and I was planning to do anything in this lesson. because it's very purely based on your imagination. Maybe someone creates, I don't know, robot, maybe what's it called, a ball, and it's a bonus is, I don't know, electrification, etc. Maybe someone creates a Dragon Ball Z ball, and that's again very different thing. Anyways, what we can do is only received a bonus. Yeah, let's comment this one out. We don't need to print every second we're checking ball position. Okay, we just need to print when is game over. Okay, and add score. That's it. Okay. Oh yeah. Every time we adding a score, that means we just pass a platform. So what we can do is saying void pass. No, we do like platform pass. So what do I mean? Because we just received a request to add the points. That means the ball just passed a platform. So what we can do is, regardless what score we're adding, we can safely assume that we just pass a one level, one platform level. So by doing this one, we're saying okay, platform counter plus happy days. Then same thing like we done above. If platform counter minus last platform affected is greater or equal than platform for effect, so every 10, what we're saying, okay, platform manager dot speed is increased by 0 to float. That's increased by 0.2 float. We also say level plus, and we can also debug dot log level up, and we can add a level. So level up, and what level? It will be 1, 2, whatever. Okay, and yeah. Okay, and game over. And do we need anything else? I'm thinking now. So yeah, we in a game over, I think we should do few things. So first of all, platform ball, we should just set active false. So the ball disappears if a game over. Then we want to say platform manager dot speed it become 0. So all the platforms will stop. We have a debug game over, and that's it. We don't have ability to restart yet. Let's do it before we're testing. Let's do restarting stuff also. So what we need to do is we need to using Unity engine dot called scene management. At what we do at this given time, we just reload the game scene. Normally it should be UI summarizing you how good you went, and you should have few buttons like restart or go back to the menu, etc. Because we're not touching UI this lesson, what we do we just restart the scene, so it starts fresh. Similar like you start new game, etc. Okay, so to do that one, if input dot get key, not button, key down, and key code dot r stands for reset. What we want to do is we want to what's it called, scene manager. Scene manager dot load scene, and this is a string. Because it's not a variable, this string, be careful capital, lowercase is very important, etc. What do we need to put here? We need to put the name of the scene. So I can see mine is sample scene, but let's go into scene. Sample scene. It's a really good time to rename it. Let's call it a game underscore normal. So it's a normal game where we don't have any specific, conditions. Maybe we'll reload. Maybe we want to create a game where we have, easy, hard, or maybe different balls, maybe different environments, moon, earth, etc. So you'll be creating different scenes where you load from your home page and main menu. Sorry. So from main menu you choose different game styles and you load different one. At the moment we have this one. What I normally do is copying this one, game normal, copy, because it is. I've been there also. Game normal. Okay. Then we press R letter. It should reload the scene. Okay, and that's it. Let's have a try. Let's have a try. So now it's a lot of testing. So if I press R, yes, we keep reloading a game, and each time it gives a different variables. Nice. Now let's turn on a console. Yeah. I can see some necessary messages. Let's address them. Just exit following trigger. So if I may go to this one, where are you? It is in what are you calling out? A different thread. Oh yeah, it's a player loops. Okay, so it should be under. My guess is under this one. Yes, this is the bug. Okay, so I wanted to not to print any necessary messages for this testing, so we not get looped between messages, etc. So what we can put, let's put the console here, clear out, and we can actually see more clearly what's happening. Okay, maybe not that much, but okay, so we can't see a score, but we should see. We should to put a score in. Yeah. Oh, we never saved. Should. Okay, made a change. Save. In the game manager, I want to print actually when we add a score. I wanted to print actually. So debug.log, and what I want to do is score, comma, space plus score plus space. We want to leave a gap. Platform. So how many platforms we already pass, and this will be plus platform. Platform counter. Oh, okay. Let's test it out now. Whoa. Did I save it? Add a score. Oh, it's not 0 references. Oh, whoa. Yeah. My bad. What I mean 0 references in version I have. When I have a function, I can see how many different places that was called. Like etc. If I hold the mouse or press, I can see it's where it is. If I double press, it point my pointer in that exact line where this function is called. I can see add score has 0 references and never been called. And this is inside in the scripts platform manager. And it should be adding scores here somewhere. Definitely should be here. As long as I'm aware. Check following, fix, get screen, generate walls, generate platforms, check following, Okay. Is it under platform? Add a score. Yes, it is. So how we pull this one is by actually just getting a start. Okay, yeah. So what we need a public. We need a public. No, we don't need a public. We can't link. This is a prefab. So this is a bit differently how we do. We do game manager, and we say not manager, sir. We say a game mngr. Okay, and what we do at the start, we say game mngr is equal to, and we say game object with a capital G dot find, not objects, object singular, game object with the tag, and the tag should be manager, and we need to say get component of game not object, game manager function, not this one. Okay, so game manager, we're saying, okay, game object, find game object with the tag, which one is manager, and this returns game object. Now we need to get a script attached to that game object, and the script type should be game manager. Okay, so if we go back, we have a game object. Yeah, I want it to be very clear here. So we have a game object which has multiple scripts. One of the scripts is game manager, and it doesn't have a tag. So what we need to do is to create new one, and we say a lowercase manager, save. Go back to game object, add tag. So now what we said in the script, find a game object which tag is manager, and from all the components get a script of a game manager. That's what we do here. Okay, now we have a reference to our main game manager. What we can do now here is to say, we don't need to debug this one anymore. So we say game manager dot add score, and we say 3 here. We copy this one. We adding 2 points here, and we adding a 1 point here. 3, 2, 1. Okay, save. So in this case, by the way, I wanted to show you now add score has a free reference. If I press, I can see each line. It was mentioned at what parameters is given. If I double click, it passed me to this line where I called it. Okay, so now we're adding score, and we're printing all that stuff. Back to the testing. Okay, console. Let's hit play. Okay. 1 score, 1 platform. Yeah, let's get get more scores. Oh, yeah, 2 points. Nice. Oh, 3 points. Great. Receive a bonus. Yes. Level up. Level up. I can feel it. It's yeah. Oh. Oh, it's level up. It's level up. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and game over. So I managed to score 66. Level up to 23. Okay. I see bonus happen good, but level up. Oh, we never. Okay, level up is not done. Game manager. Yes, the thing is that we never set this last platform affected to the score to counter. So we need to do this. Because this was 0 from beginning. And then when we reach 10, yes, is it equal or greater? Yet it is. But because we never increase this one to 10 when we take an effect, when it was 11 minus 0, is it greater? Yes. 12 minus 0 is a greater? Yes. 13 minus, so we, after 10, we start increasing level every platform. So that's why it gets really, really quick, very fast. Okay. So we test that one, we test game over. Yeah, I don't think so we're missing anything yet here. It's always, it is always, what's it called? Space to improve. Yeah. Of course, we need to do all this, what's it called, bits in, we need to definitely think about how we can do nice UI. So we're not using the bug anymore. Yeah. Nice. Getting nice things. Maybe you can even do special effect when you have like triple freeze or four freeze, you know, so like combo, etc. So you can give what's it called, a what I'm trying to say, you can actually maybe give a bonus when you, oh, okay, you can give a bonus when you actually hit the combos instead of, you know, platforms, etc. Yeah. No. Oh, shoot. Oh, no. And, yeah. Okay, game over. So I managed to do 91 platforms and 206 points. So it's more than 2 points average. And I reached level 9. So yeah, again, this is very fast. I increasing level every 10 platforms, you know, and it looks like a bit boring because no music effects, or I even can't see the scores, you know, etc, etc. But all the variables is there to do and create your own unique, you know, game version. Okay, so thanks everyone for following this tutorial. Again, please leave a comment, because your comments or your requests I can address next video. And thanks for watching. Have a great rest of the day or night or whatever time you're watching this. Bye.